Today we've got the very first match of the top 16 bracket coming up to you for the beginning of the mountain climb for the bracket.
Both runners now having
trying to
their
get
first
some bearings.
Visit. Grabbed all their items in North right now, making their way to get their powerbomb pack up in Red Tower. Borlax having a nice job cleaning up, getting through Red Tower.
Oh yeah, Oshino heading up through. Looks like. Anyway, so these runners have actually faced each other before. So this is technically a rematch, and that race was not too far off. It was in round 4, Oshino versus Borlax. Less than a 1 minute difference between that race. Borlax taking the win. Let's see how this one goes, if it goes the same way or not. Unfortunately, Oshino getting caught in the hellway. That makes it through, going to power bombs. Borlax coming up to the ocean fly. Let's see how he does. Dropping these power bombs all over the place. We will be returning to this area, so it's ideal to open up the power bomb doors as you leave the area. It's like we're just shine sparking across the moat.
I believe he did pick up wave beam missiles, so he's just choosing to hop over those missiles.
Choosing to shine spark twice is not only a little bit easier than full ocean fly, but it also saves on health, which seems to be what they were going for, taking the slightly shorter shine spark over the ocean.
Also making sure he can bonk that top wall just before the door, so he can save a little more energy as well. Just trying to conserve the extra energy.
As we all know, Fantoon can be a little tricky at times.
For sure.
We've got Oshino coming up to his shine spark over the moat. Pretty nice. And Fantoon, the ghost elephant of the ship, hoarding all the power for itself. Nice fly over the ocean for Oshino. Unfortunately, starting off with a slow pattern. That gives Oshino potentially some time to catch up.
Landing that first X Factor. Might be a mid?
Oh, the
Fantoon.
double slow. Fantoon, why must you be so cruel?
Oh my goodness! I don't know if he didn't let go of his charge in time, if he charged a little too soon, but it activated it and used his last power bomb. Meanwhile, Oshino did take a moment to farm a little bit, picking up a little bit of extra energy for this fight.
This is Oshino's chance to gain some massive ground on the situation before.
There we go, Borlax is finished with Fantoon. Didn't have any more power bombs. Choosing to do the X Factor strat, which is a cool thing you could do with just wave and charge beam. You equip power bombs and you can activate a 4-particle spread, like you see there on Oshino's screen, landing that first round nicely.
Oshino also getting the slow pattern, so not really gaining ground from RNG. Allowing Borlax to start making her way out of the wrecked ship early.
Ooh, and Oshino timing with the X Factors is a little tricky with Fantoon, just depending on where Fantoon is and how the X Factor particles come on screen. Unfortunately, the top left one actually ended up hitting him. Fantoon just about dead, 56 HP. It's got to be 1 or 2 missiles away. Got very scary there for a moment.
Indeed, indeed.
There he goes.
Alright. Vantoon's down. Borlax going for a Shine Spark in the attic. Gets a nice backup there, saving the Shine Spark. Getting that fast travel through the room. We've come a long way to get to this place. We've had 150 matches, more than 150 matches played throughout this tournament to bring us to this point. It's been a long road. This is round 7, bracket round.
Borlax trying to go for that bowling spark. Might have just missed it. Just choosing to take the damage from the spikes to get his way over. Meanwhile, Oshino picked up his second super missile pack. He's going to make his way to attic. Borlax lining up for the strike in the bowling alley.
It's a nice method with the power bomb in the attic. That first power bomb double hits most of the enemies, except for the atomic, which you have to apply just a little bit of extra damage to get that single hit power bomb for. Borlax first to get the gravity suit. Extremely useful power up. Makes water no longer an adversary. As anyone who runs New Route knows, is definitely an adversary of getting across the moat properly. Here we got very nice return through the moat, very, very fast. Oshino opted for Bowling Spark. And making their way. Borlax holding the strong
looking
lead.
For a power bomb. Both crabs given none of it, but he does have a chance for a power bomb from the frog just the door next to X-Ray. You'll get a chance to get a power bomb there. Conveniently placed frog in the wall. You will need one to blow up the Meridia tube.
Now those crabs have about a 2/3 chance to drop power bombs, so it's something you can kind of rely on, but every now and then you have to go for this backup bomb here. And gets the power bomb. Moving on to Meridia. Breaking the tube. With a conveniently placed little platform above the tube to show casual runners, look, there's something going on here. You might want to experiment in this room a little bit. Ooh, misses that ledge grab. But not a big deal right now.
He does.
Every little thing counts.
He has to rely on these crabs up ahead for a chance for a power bomb. He would be looking for 2, one for the blocks he has to get through ahead, as well as the Batu and X Factor. He's got one there. Looking for another one, preferably.
There's plenty of crabs in this room. There we go.
There he goes.
The winner of this match will be moving on to face the winner of Air Theta versus Dirksu, which will be decided later.
This is a nice damage boost from Oshino. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, you're good. Very interesting X Factor strat. Hits with 3 particles.
Oop, there he goes. Cost a little extra super missiles trying to get through that fight, missing that one X Factor particle, as well as bombing one super missile into Batuun. Batuun is a very funky hitbox.
Ooh, very nice mock ball to the E-Tank. That was smooth. Clearing the way, it's important to get the speed booster before hitting the sand. Coming up to... Ooh, looks like he's going for the full halfie. Will he make it?
Nice.
Oh, sick.
Look, pick up that super. Thank you, Metroid.
Nice short charge from Oshino. He's staying right on his heels. Let's see if Oshino gets a chance to potentially catch up during this fight.
Just trying to be cautious of that X Factor opening against Botwoon. Might be trying to hold on to the energy the best you can.
That was a nice projectile dodge by Oshino. Here we're coming up to the rain dance. Ooh. Misses a lot of particles.
So the fun thing about Dragon being is it take one of the bosses, and the only boss that takes damage from Shine Sparks. Does quite a bit of damage. You want to aim for that neck to chest area to get the most optimal amount of damage.
Getting a nice short charge there. A little bit high, but still dealing damage.
Trying to put in that little extra damage. One more Shine Spark should have him beat. Oshino getting the halfie. There it is.
Very nice final kill. Getting the blue suit. Making sure to do an in-air turnaround for that Shine Spark to allow the blue suit. Right now, Borlax cannot run. If he presses run, it will delete the Shine Spark.
And he does, I think you need just over like 110, 120 energy to make this spark back across with blue suit.
Oshino going for rain dance.
Beautiful.
Oh, that was a nice setup. That was so close. The rain dance would have had, I think, one more particle hit. That would have taken him out. Wow.
That was such a clean fight.
That was amazing. Gaining massive ground on that fight.
For sure. Make sure picking up all those drops.
Super missiles for the win. And now we're picking up space jump, very useful in this route.
Borlax trying to go for the plasma spark. Very, very trick and very hard to time perfectly, as you gotta try and hit those platforms with down grabs. It's timing is everything with that. Oshino, unfortunately...
Oshino loses the blue suit. Just opting to get a medium speed space jump through the room. Fortunately not bonking any walls, making it through smoothly. I always like this plasma beam room. Dropping the power bomb to lay some early damage. And taking out all the enemies to be able to escape. Almost looked like he was trying to damage boost out of the room. So Oshino will be moving up to the plasma room as well. Getting some clean wall jumps. It's much faster to wall jump up there versus space jump because when you're not in water, you have to drop a substantial amount before being able to re-space jump. Making our way onto Norfair. We'll be seeing our runners picking up Ice Beam next, in preparation for the endgame, dealing much more damage against both Mother Brain and Ridley, which will be taken out with charge shots, and can occasionally provide its uses of freezing enemies.
Borlax getting the speed into the next room, past the gates, getting the ball boost through the platforms. Gonna pick up his Ice Beam. Of course, being a very important item for these later bosses here, each boss will take 20, or Mother Brain will take 20, as well as Ridley.
Much better than the alternative Spazer Ice combo for 60 shots. Saving 40 seconds per boss, minimum.
Borlax jumping right over those platforms there, choosing to go southern route. It's very clean sweep, making sure that none of those enemies hit him.
Yeah, especially with the wrong RNG, it's easy to take a hit there. Ooh, looks like a nice initiation to this room coming up. Very smooth. Maybe be opting for the energy? Yeah.
A nice addition to Southern Route, as it is ever so slightly, it is a little bit faster than North Route, but to get it properly, you have to get it properly in order to be faster.
Power Bomb look good. Oh, misses the damage boost. That's okay for now. It's like opting the space jump over taking 50 damage. Not surprised, considering already spent some time to get the energy pickup. Oshino taking a bonk going into the room. Coming up for their space jump. It's a little early, that's going to make this one tight. Ooh, still makes it. Very nice.
Make sure he has his health as well. Borlax!
Oh!
Getting the stutter tap for a Shine Spark to get through for fast pillars. Unfortunately, just missed it. He was short of the platform. Or the pillar, I should say. Singing up for his worst room in the game. Nice and clean, choosing to freeze that one pirate along the left side of the wall. Jumping
nice
on past.
Consistent. Consistency is huge.
For sure.
Especially
that
in this
strat
game.
He does is a little tricky. I'm still trying to figure how you do that properly. You want to line up the angle just enough to where that pirate on the right side of the wall will get frozen, but also doesn't take another hit from it and kills it completely.
Oshino got a very nice bounce into the next room. From the initial lower Norfair. Getting that bounce off of the corner. Is damage boosting through these enemies. Not that slow of a strat.
Shino doing a nice job of his worst room.
To the metal space pirates. Nice clean first kill. looks like opting for 2 double hit charge shots. Oh, Oshino just barely misses the Shine Spark charge. Wisely opting to toss down a bunch of bombs over using too many power bombs. We've reached Ridley.
Want to make sure you have that last power bomb there. You do need 5 exact power bombs to get through these blocks. And if you do miss one, you will have to pick up the power bombs of necessity. That was just to the left to the top side of the room there that Oshino just went through. Yeah, power bombs a necessity. Come on, you need something to continue. Those power bombs aren't meant to be for shame. It's meant to help you continue. Borlax having a really clean Ridley fight.
Oh, that was very clean. Got a lot of pogos off to the left. It's the only moment that you can be truly safe against Ridley is when he's pogoing off to the left. There is a manip to switch him around that you'll probably see Oshino do, breaking that spin jump at height and manipulating his AI, missing a couple of shots blocked by the awkward hitbox of the tail, unfortunately. Ooh, another... Looked like it wasn't just charged all the way, but got a clean ending to the fight. Very fast. Ridley can pretty much do whatever he wants once he's dead. And just fly around the room for another 10 seconds, but gets the quick grab.
Take this moment while those runners are heading their way after defeating Ridley. Don't forget to go follow these awesome runners.
Oh yes, they've come a long way to get here, like we were saying earlier. Borlax being the number 5 seed, facing Oshino, the number 12 seed, in the top 16 bracket. With Oshino having a PB of 50.03, and Borlax clocking in at a 50.59. Some pretty decent times for these new runners.
Borlax is choosing to the first set of key hunters, just choosing to charge shot through them at a proper angle. Again, with the cool thing about, oh my goodness, had to be cautious, trying to make sure he kills off that key hunter. It can be very scary. Those key hunters do 50 damage each hit. He's able to scrape on through, just making sure he finishes off that last one without any issue. But he chose to use the cool beam combo. Oshino choosing to just pull off that combo, where if you charge up a shot with your plasma and your ice beam, your wave beam, if you angle it correctly, you can actually do double damage, or you can hit the enemy twice, and it'll fully kill the key hunter. In this case, what Oshino was doing. It's really cool. Sorry, go ahead.
That's okay. Doing 6 times the normal damage of the plasma wave ice beam to finish off the key hunters. Very cool strat, especially from a casual point of view, knowing that you just gotta sit there and hammer on them for forever.
Yeah, for sure. The other cool thing about that beam combo, I don't know if Oshino kind of did anything, because I know Borlax is kind of cleaning up the enemies. I think he might have done through the last key hunter, the first key hunter in the last group he had leaving, where you can pass through them if you shoot them with that beam combo. while the enemy has iframes, you can pass straight through them without taking any damage.
Borlax, on his journey to get to this point in the tournament, had one necessary victory to get here that he won by a mere 5 seconds. Second closest victory in the entire tournament. Next to one that was a mere 3 seconds difference, less than 200 frames.
I like these infos you got here. Where could one find all this information on all these awesome runners?
Oh, I'm glad you've asked. Well, we do have a bracket, a link to the top 16 bracket information, which I'm sure somebody will be posting in chat now, which can lead you to all of this valuable, wonderful information. Lots of spreadsheets full of data about the full journey that brought everyone to where they are.
Borlax not able to get that jump through the room here. Just trying to keep that speed. Just trying to keep the speed of the speed booster. With the echoes, the blue echoes, to try and get through that platform so you didn't have to bomb. Oshino following up very closely, though. This is within 30 seconds or so of each other.
4306. Golden Door. Here our runners get to take a little breather, get a mental break before getting themselves pumped up for Turian. What I have seen some speedrunners do in situations like this is they'll keep themselves engaged by just practicing some tech, doing bomb jumping, just to make sure they don't lose their true focus. But other runners, everyone's different, just can take the mental break as a benefit. It's all about the individual.
27 seconds.
Wow, this is extremely close. Baby Skip alone could swing this race easily. Borlax coming into Torian with a wonderful ammo count. Oshino as well. So we should be seeing some fast Metroid kills here. Getting grabbed, gonna have to... Oh, double grab. And leaves one behind. He's gonna have to backtrack. It is required to take out all of these enemies. Health getting dangerously low.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
I had to take a nice gasp. Hold in of breath there for Borlax. It missed that initial, on that second Metroid, he missed his Ice Beam shot to try to freeze him in place so we could hit him with some ammo. And getting grabbed by one, trying to chain the rest of them, but couldn't get him off the bomb the first few times. Still able to hold on.
That was scary. Gave Oshino a chance to gain some more ground. This race keeps getting closer and closer by the second.
Borlax full ammo, full health. He is going to take an extra hit from those side hoppers there, but Oshino is creeping up. Full ammo, full health as well from Oshino. Heading into Baby.
Oh, here comes the moment of truth. This is the real final boss of the game here, folks. The Baby Metroid. I like how the Baby Metroid is the biggest one in the game. Get some clean jumps here. Getting ready for the setup. One more shot, and here we go. Oh, nice. Makes it. Here's Oshino. He needs this. Taking a few extra jumps, but whatever you got. Oh no!
Shucks. He's trying to make sure that he holds the baby in a perfect yo-yo so he doesn't get grabbed. Making sure he doesn't jump too high. Unfortunately, it kind of messed up the webbing there.
Although Borlax right now has got some... Well, they do have an extra energy tank, so they can lose 130 health before it would be run over. However, the onion rings ignore iframes, and the ketchup move just does a ton of damage. So, gonna have to be extra careful during this fight.
Borlax did not take a save either.
Yeah, so just going all out. Perhaps they know how close the race was pre-baby skip. Now probably just focused in the zone, nailing 20 charge shots to get Mother Brain onto phase 3.
Yeah, welcome to the Mother Brain Cafe, by the way, where we have some hamburgers, maybe some onion rings, and some french fries.
Ooh. Samus
and a side
getting a
of
taste of that
healthy
food.
ketchup. Borlax getting past Mother Brain 2. At 15 charge shots, Mother Brain will hit with Ketchup Beam, as we like to call it. That does a colossal amount of damage, up to 100, even if that isn't chain damage either. But you want to make sure you maintain over 300 health. Or 301 and up.
Very nice. Borlax in the lead. We've got Oshino coming up to their Mother Brain 2 fight. The true challenge of the final boss. Throwing those attack combos to dodge. Taking a little bit of intentional damage to save time on extra cutscenes. Right now, it's Borlax's race to lose at this point. We've all seen this cutscene, I'm sure. But if you haven't, you might want to look away or grab some tissues or something. So you're gonna cry.
Mother Brain overloading the baby with onion rings. It's not healthy. Oh, there he goes.
Oh, my arteries. Oh. Says the Metroid.
Samus is having none of that. We'll feed Mother Brain some rainbow sherbet. In defiance.
As though you want to feed me a waterfall of rainbow sherbet? That's not how it's eaten, Mother Brain.
I'm not sure if that was intentional. He took a pause.
I was curious what we were going to see. He was going to switch some items around. Do something for us. Like, do the escape in just the Varia suit or something. Borlax on the final escape. We're mere seconds away from victory.
Oshino doing a nice
Nice
job.
optimal diagonal shine spark there. That was a good Mother Brain 3 fight.
Borlax having some issues with the pirates here.
What do you think? Should we save the animals or
I'm
save
all for
the
barbecuing.
brains?
I like some barbecue.
We'll have to pick through that space wreckage for our barbecue.
It'll be worth it. It'll be nice and cooked.
Yeah. Ooh, another nice diagonal shine spark. Not quite as crispy as the last one, but that first diagonal shine spark on the escape was mighty fine. Went up to the ship escape. And
That
Borlax
is-
takes the win.
GG from Borlax.
The 51-20. Not bad, not bad. And Oshino right on his heels.
Borlax finishing with a 51-21 SRL time.
And Borlax will be moving on to face the winner of Theta versus Dirksu.
There we go, and GG from Oshino, finishing up with a 51-58. Just a mere 37 seconds off Borlax.
That's such a close race. If Oshino would have had Baby Skip, that would have been a mere single-digit seconds apart from each other.
It was very close. Welcome in, Borlax. GG's on your win.
Hello.
GG's.
That race was really close for something that I had a lead for the first probably half of it. Oshino really is not someone that like lets you get comfortable. I was feeling kind of comfy at wreck shift. I'm like, okay, I'm on a pretty decent pace. Like I think I'm about like 30 to 40 seconds ahead of Oshino, and then after that was just spaghetti, and Oshino just kept playing well and kept catching up and kept catching up. And I'm like, man, I'm just really close now.
Yeah, no, that's unreal, man. Now that you both are in here, GG's Oshino.
GG's.
But was there any nerves at all between you two? Did either of you kind of feel it, maybe like coming into an important part of the game, or just any?
Nerves hit me at Fantoon, but my early game pace was bonkers for a bit of it. I got my first sub 450 bombs ever this race. I golded both the morph ball and bomb split. It was like my first sub 450. Like I finally got it, and then I had a 10-10 crade and a 13-37 speed, and I'm like, this is actually a really good pace. Even like this is with I do 3 tank runs and PB attempts. So I'm like, this is like even with the Craig E tank. And then as soon as I failed Alpha Spark, everything after that was just me losing time against Oshino. And like I got some points of time back, like full halfy, but overall I think the early game that I had contributed greatly to this win, because like Oshino had like a 36 series because of Steam RNG and all that stuff. Nerves hit me right around Red Tower, and then from there it was just I was a nervous wreck the rest of the run.
So this race was even closer than your guys' last race. You faced each other back in round 4 for a less than 1 minute difference back then, where you took the victory. But taking it now on an even closer race with a couple minutes faster times by both of you. That was really nice. Did you and also you'll be facing the winner of Theta versus Dirksu. Any thoughts about them?
They're both really good runners. Theta is someone I'd like to race because I've commentated several of her races so far, and I've always been super impressed by her. So I would love to race Theta, but Dirksu is a formidable opponent, so I can't just assume that the outcome of that match is guaranteed. But I've commentated a handful of Thetas, and she never ceases to impress me in all her races and stuff like that. So it'd be cool if we could race, but if I have to race Dirksu, that'd also be sick. I think that also would be a rematch if I race Dirksu.
It's all coming together here in the top 16 bracket.
Oshino, is your mic muted or?
No, it's not muted.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I didn't know. I feel like Oshino prepped a lot for this race, and It was a close race like we expected, because I think both of us expected this to be a close race. But I think like the early game section, you correct me if I'm wrong, Oshino, but like the early game is like a big bummer to this race because it was essentially the deciding factor.
Yeah, my early game's never really been that great. I really got screwed by Fantoon. So one thing about my run is I think this is because I don't have a huge amount of experience with running this game, is that I don't really know what to do when I need to do backup sometimes. So on my way over to Fantoon, I knew I was lower on health than I needed to be, and I was like, oh, I'll farm in the Vileplume hallway. This will be no problem. And then I like proceeded to just fall into the Vileplumes twice trying to farm stuff because I never normally farm there. I made it over to Fantoon with like 111 health after I farmed the atomics. It was like really, really bad. I went into Fantoon and then he just would not give me health from any of his flames. Every flame I shot was giving me regular missiles. I even shot a sunrise and he gave me nothing but missiles. So after I got the first X Factor off, I was super low on health. I had like 31 health or something crazy like that, where it was one more hit is going to kill me. So another X Factor was completely off the table because 9 times out of 10, if you're going to do an X Factor, you're going to take a hit. And the one thing I didn't want is I didn't want to die. So my backup for Fantoon was really sloppy, and I ended up losing a lot of time to that fight, probably around 45 or 50 seconds to that in total. And then, let's see, I felt like everything was going okay on the way down to Batoon, and my Batoon fight kind of stunk because I missed 2 particles on the X Factor. My Dragon fight went really well, other than I got like extreme crazy chain damage that didn't kill me somehow. And then I proceeded to destroy my blue suit, which was fun.
I did that too. I think we both bonked reverse happy.
Yeah.
And you both started off Fantoon with slow patterns.
Yeah, I also bonked fast pillars. I got the spark for fast pillars, and I was like a pixel too low, and I just bonked the bottom of fast pillars. So it was like essentially, I failed I failed alpha spark. I failed the only like cool shine spark I hit was full happy, and everything after that was just like like.
Yeah, I know that struggle. I missed just the shine spark for fast pillars. On my way down to Ridley went pretty well. I missed Plower House both ways. My Ridley fight went okay. And then something else really bad happened. I'm trying to remember what it was. It was so disappointing.
Your escape from Lower Norfair was way better than mine because you gained a lot of time against me there. And then I got baby skip and you didn't. And that's kind of like the main difference between our 2 runs right now. I think baby skip is what, like 25 seconds, something like that?
Yeah, it's 25 seconds. That pretty much would have made this fight. I would say that you still would have gotten me even if I would have got the baby skip, but it would have been really, really close. It would have
been super, super crazy close. And I think, because I was watching it on the stream, I think he got you like right at the last jump, like right when you.
Yeah, I choked it on the last jump. I was overthinking it, and all I had to do was run up to the coral and jump, and I was like, no, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do one more jump just to make this really, really safe. And I screwed up that one last jump that I was going to do just to make sure that he was going around the right way. And then I got grabbed.
That sucks.
It's a pretty technical section there. It was sad to see that happen, but regardless, it was still a super close race.
Yeah, so, I think if I would have got that baby skip, I would have golded that split pretty well, but because my Torian actually went really, really well.
My Metroid Room 1 was a clown fiesta. I got caught.
I had to hold my breath.
Dude, I thought I was going to die. I was like, damn, I'm going to die here. This really sucks. This is a terrible place to die. Because, like, I kept getting grabbed by different Metroids over and over again. Like, it was like several Metroids, and then finally I got off. I had like 40 something. I don't know. It was really low, and I was really scared. But I lost a lot of time to that.
We were all scared. But anyway, Oshino, do you have any plans moving forward? Are you going to continue to grind this category, or are you going to run something else alongside, or what do you got in plan?
I'm definitely going to continue to grind this category. This morning I unfortunately choked a sub 50 run. I had like just some really, really easy tricks that I shouldn't have missed, that I missed at the very end of the run, and I ended up getting a 50.03. So I'm on the cusp of it. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna get the sub 50, and then we're gonna keep going from there.
Very nice. It's a pretty decent time considering, you guys being new runners. That's what it's all about, the journey.
I do want to point out that Oshino this morning is a 50.04 or 50.06.
It was a 50.03.
50.03. Oshino has a 50.03 right now and is 4 seconds away from a 49. And I think more than anything, I want Oshino to keep grinding that down, because getting that 49 is such a big deal, and it's so tough. Like, I was on the early game of my life and I choked it away, and I want to get a 49, but I see people putting in more work than me, and I want to see them get rewarded for it first.
It's definitely a grind. Just making sure you know what to do, ins and outs of things, how to back up things properly. 49 is definitely a tough thing to get to. That, especially me, has the bloodlust for, just really wants to work at it and get it. It's a really... Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say it's the consistency that makes it the most difficult to get it, because we can all sit here and we can do series to bombs, or we can do bombs to Varia, or speed to power bombs, or red tower, and practice each segment. But it's putting each and every single one of those pieces together to make the sub 50 that makes it the most difficult.
Ross is trying to find weaknesses in my gameplay, like he doesn't already know what my weakness is, called wreck ship. Like, just wait for me to lose a billion hours on wreck ship. Like, wreck ship is where I need to tighten up my gameplay the most out of any section. Lower Warfare as well, but wreck ship. If I could just get like a 2-round Fantoon, I automatically save like 30 or 40 seconds, and I keep getting 3 and 4 rounds. Like, I think I can get... I have my PB it says 51 on my splits, but it's technically a 50-59. But like, I kind of want to get more comfortably in the 50 range if I can. Obviously 49 would be sick, but I'm not playing at a consistent enough level. I do like that, like 51s, because 51 was such a huge grind for me. I wanted to get 51 for the longest time, but it seems like I can consistently get 51 now, which is super fun to see. Like, if I can consistently get 51, that means that I'm still improving, and that's good in my eyes.
Consistency is the core of speedrunning most of the time. Good luck. Oshino, do you have any final remarks as you take your leave from the tournament?
GG, Borlax. You beat me twice, so I mean that makes you the better man. And I'm happy to see you moving forward. I am gonna say that, because if I'm gonna lose twice to you, then I mean you better win your next match too, man. But other than that, thank you for this whole tournament. It's been great to get more involved with this speedrunning community, and to really have a chance to work at something and get a goal and try and work towards a sub 50. And it's pushed me to grind so much on this game, to improve so much. If I wouldn't have been in this tournament, I'd probably still be running like a 54 right now or something crazy like that. I don't think I would have practiced nearly as much as I have to improve as much as I have. So for that, I'm really thankful.
Yeah, as a reminder, out of, was it 56 some odd people that joined, I think 80 some odd percent actually ended up PBing out of all the runners, which is awesome to see. And it was really cool to see not only you two, but everybody participate, see their improvements and see how they improve and how they take things differently, how they improve and all that. It's such a treat to watch and see the improvements.
That's just wild. I've never seen a tournament where 80% of the participants PB, especially out of 56 people. That is a lot. Like 40 PBs. Incredible. We do have a match coming up again tomorrow and the next night at 10 p.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern, respectively. And the Theta versus Dirksu match will be on Sunday the 5th at 2 p.m. Eastern to decide Borlax's next match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is the number 4 seed versus number 13.
Gonna be a good one. Theta being that number 4 seed there. So make sure you keep up with these matches. Watch the brackets. There's all the scheduling information can be accessed through the website on the top 16 bracket. I believe it's also accessible on the Swiss bracket, but that portion of the tournament has reached its conclusion. Borlax, do you have any final remarks you want to say before we head out?
I do want to say thank you to both of you for commentating. Sounds like you did a killer job, even with the technical hiccup. Thank you to the organizers, and thank you to everyone watching, and especially thank you to Oshino for giving me the privilege to race against him twice. We joke around about being like dunking each other and stuff like that, but both times I've never been confident. It is always just like it seems to me like we're of roughly equal skill level, and I'm like this could go either way, and I have a lot of respect for Oshino, so I'm very happy to have the privilege to race against him twice, and hopefully I'll keep it going, and I'll make it at the very least that if you lost to someone, you lost to someone who either won the tournament or got really far.
Yeah, please don't lose in the next round. You got this, man.
And that's all. Thank you everyone.
Yeah, thank you guys.
And thank you for participating in the tournament as well. We couldn't do this without you guys. I guess that's gonna wrap it up here. Thanks everyone for watching. Not sure, Mario, do you know of any speedrun events that are coming up here in the near future?
Not currently, no.
Okay, but don't forget, tomorrow night and the next night after that, 10 p.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern, we have Niacal versus Beef Robber and SA versus our man, Mario Mayhem. Good luck on that one.
It's gonna be tough. I think my opponent PV'd is it today? I think it actually reached sub 50.
Oh, wow. That's a good time.
Yeah, that's all more motivation to keep myself up and keep myself in check. I know I'm on the cusp of something good. Just trying to maintain the consistency and keeping things together is just going to be the key part of it.
That is truly the key. Yep, good luck. And GG's to our runners one last time. Thanks for checking out this very beginning of the top 16 bracket tournament. This was the very first match of that portion. We've got much more excitement to come. We've got the best of the Prodigies, the ones who are really gonna pave their way through the Super Metroid world as they move on, grinding lower and lower, making their way, making their names for themselves. Always awesome to see so many new runners coming together, helping each other, obviously encouraging each other to improve. All good stuff. So, we will see you guys tomorrow. Peace, peace.